This is a weekly reading for Taurus. So first of all, a good shuffle. And just going to focus around you. And just lay down your 10 cards on the table. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time. And your card is the 10 of Swords. So what I feel here is that a situation is coming to an end here. Okay, it's very much about new beginnings as well, because the number 10 is like the end of a stage, but it breaks down to 1. So it's the beginning of a new stage. So it's like you're on the cusp, okay? You're ready to move forward. So either it's a fresh start or new beginnings here, okay? It may be difficult at the moment, okay? Because it's like this transitional period that you're going through. You know, it's like one step back to leap 2 steps forward. And don't forget, the darkest hour is just before the dawn. But something is clearly dead and buried here, okay? There's no going back to how things used to be. Something has changed, okay? It could well be that something came to light. It's like a whole can of worms was opened, okay? Which left you in no doubt that it's time for things to change, okay? Next card is the one crossing, which is the Hierophant card. It shows, ultimately, the Hierophant is very much about more structure, okay? Things becoming more settled, but things are out of reach at the moment, okay? Or this card is out of reach. It's on the way, okay? As I said, things do often get worse before they get better, but looking more forward, it's very much about you gaining more structure, more stability here. Because at the moment, or the way things have been, it's like you're being pulled one way and then you're being pulled the other way. Things just haven't been settled for you. I also sense you've had a lot on your plate as well. And it's like you're trying to do too much at the same time and you just end up doing nothing. Okay, that's the energy which I get here. But the feeling here is that once you let go, you have this fresh start, which is on the way, then things are going to become more structured, okay? And it could well be you're going to give up some bad habits. I mean, when I say bad habits, it could be things like looking too much at social media, watching too much TV, or something else. It's like you leave it in, you leave it in the past here. There's a lot of toxic energy around you as well. So it could well be there's people and situations around you. You're just going to cut ties. That's what I get here. Yeah. Absolute confirmation. Queen of Pentacles reversed. It gives me this feminine energy, which has been around you and maybe still around you. Could be male or female, but it just shows someone who's very negative, someone who's very unstable. They've been planting negative seeds in your head, okay? They've been trying to bring you down with them, okay? But I sense you just moving away from this person, this situation, or just dealing with things differently. So as I look forward, I've got the Fool card in the reversed position. There will be some delays, okay? There is like this transitional period which you need to go through, okay? I do see this dog here for connections, but it's also barking as well. So it can represent your own nagging thoughts and nagging words of those around. But the feeling here is that you're going to acknowledge these words and these thoughts, and then eventually you're just going to carry on just the same, okay? I do sense there's a strong sense of the need for you to have a good clear out of something, okay? It could be clearing up somebody's belongings or having a good sort out. It's just some loose ends need to be tied up here first of all. So if you like, the I's need to be dotted, the T's need to be crossed, and then you can just break free from this situation once and for all. So fresh start is on the way. But at the moment, with the gold card shown by the 7 of Cups, it shows you like as a silhouette. So it shows you being in the dark at the moment, okay? There's a lot of like sort of smoke and mirrors. It could well be that someone's been pulling the wool over your eyes, okay? You're wanting to feel more settled, okay? You're wanting to feel better emotionally, okay? You're wanting developments around matters of the heart. But what I do sense is that this smoke and mirrors will clear, okay, you'll gain more clarity. Okay, you see what needs to be done. It's like you can't see the wood for the trees, but in stepping back, you see the bigger picture. Okay, so it could well be that something comes out of the woodwork, a whole can of worms is opening, okay, which leaves you in no doubt. There's no more giving someone the benefit of the doubt. That's what I get here. So subconsciously, it's interesting. We've got a triangle of major cards here. Okay, so it could be around a love triangle situation, someone who's been doing a lot of interfering here. You've been feeling very emotional. There's a lot of tears here. There's also a lot of wastage as well. You may well have experienced like a leaky washing machine, or the sink might have overflowed, or bath overflowed, or burst pipe, or you might have dropped some liquid. I mean, it's a warning from the universe in the sense, or it's a message in the sense of there's a need to be more efficient. Okay, it's just a lot of wastage going on here. And it could well be around your intention setting as well. So you put out your good intentions to the universe, okay, and then the next moment you back them up with worry, fear, doubt, lack of belief. So you kind of get back a mishmash of what you get, okay, not exactly what you want, or nothing happens at all. Okay, and don't forget, intention setting isn't just about the time when you set the intentions, or when you pray, or when you wish. It's also in your thoughts as well. So it could well be a need to look at your thoughts, and then you'll gain more clarity. Things will then start to open up for you. I do sense this healing which you're going through as well. It's like this emotional healing. So the advice here is shown by the 8 of Pentacles. Very karmic, the number 8. So it could well be that you've been going through these repeated experiences, you know, a bit like Groundhog Day. But like Groundhog Day, you get to a point where you learn so much that you manage to break free, which is what's happening at the moment. But it's kind of saying that you need to keep on keeping on. Okay, practice makes perfect, you know, and there will be a breakthrough on the way for you. So on the outside at the moment, I've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. It very much shows you starting to let go of something or somebody, you know, once and for all. The feeling here is that enough is enough. And it's also a reminder that when you lose the world, you gain the world. Yeah. So in letting go, you always allow what's yours to come towards you. And in fact, when you let go, you put yourself into a receiving mode. Yeah, you receive everything which is owed to you. That's what I'm getting here. Your hopes and your fears are shown by the 4 of Wands reversed. You feel so unsettled at the moment, okay? And you fear that nothing's going to change. But it's a bit like being on an aeroplane. You know, you're going from one place to a better place, and you experience turbulence along the way. There are better times ahead for you. Final card is the Ace of Wands reversed. So what I get here is there is growth, there is expansion ahead for you. There are better times ahead. There are delays, okay, which are shown by quite a few of these cards. They're all reversed here, as you can see. Yeah, all reversed cards, kind of going around the outside. So again, you know, things do get worse before they get better. You know, it's 1 step back to leap 2 steps forward. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. You know, and a plane going from one place to a better place will experience turbulence along the way. And you imagine like a seed, the wind helps the seed to scatter, the rain helps the seed to grow. And even though the wind and the rain are challenging elements, they're needed for the growth of the seed into something beautiful. Okay, it's all within yourself. You know, within yourself, it's a bit like an acorn. Within that acorn has the potential to be a massive oak tree. So don't forget to like, to share, to comment. There's also links if you'd like to buy me a coffee or if you want a personal reading. Thanks.